Hi guys, it's Preet here. Welcome back to Slick and Natty. A new year in our lives has started yet again, and it's just the perfect time for you to make a few small changes in your kitchen which can make you and your family much healthier. In this video, I'll be showing you all the products that have helped me bring about these changes, and I've also shared the links to purchase these products in the description box below this video. You can click on these links to purchase these products online, or you can of course even go to your local kitchen appliances stores to check out these products. So let's start. First, let's talk about the cookware, that is our pans, kadais, etc. Now, the cooking utensils that we most commonly use are these aluminium ones, which were traditionally used by our mothers and grandmothers because these are light, cheap and good conductors of heat. And these days we use non-stick cookware because we feel that these look better, use lesser oil during cooking, and also these have been popularized so much by all the cooking shows out there. But the problem with these is that both aluminium and non-stick can leach hormone disrupting chemicals and heavy metals into the food that is cooked in these, especially when the coating of the non-stick cookware comes off, as you can see here. This on long-term exposure can cause a lot of health related issues. You can find lots of data on this online. In fact, some studies have also linked these to cancer, neurological problems and danger to fetus during pregnancy. Another type of cookware which is very popular these days because it looks good is hard anodized aluminium, but it is aluminium with coating at the end of the day, and the coating eventually comes off, as you can see here. And so it is best to avoid all these types of utensils for cooking. So instead of these, I use heavy bottom tri-ply stainless steel cookware like this kadai and this pan. Because these have a 3-layered extra thick body, so there is lesser chances for the food to burn or stick to the bottom while cooking as compared to conventional stainless steel cookware. And for pressure cooking as well, you can find stainless steel pressure cookers in all kinds of shapes and sizes, which are a better option than the conventional aluminium or the hard anodized aluminium ones. Apart from the steel cookware, I also use this old-fashioned iron cookware like this lohe ki kadai, this iron tawa for making rotis, and this flat iron tawa for making dosas instead of the non-stick one. Yes, it's difficult to make dosas on these iron tawas initially, but with continuous usage, it gets very easy. Another option is this cast iron cookware, which is basically made of a very thick layer of iron, because of which it's a little heavy, but at the same time it is so durable that it can be passed on from one generation to the other. And also, the more and more you use it, the more it starts getting seasoned, that is, it starts developing this layer of oil on its surface, and eventually it starts acting like a non-stick pan but without any disadvantages of the non-stick cookware. Another change that you should make right away is with respect to the lunch boxes in which you carry food to your offices. Most of us use plastic lunch boxes like this. And plastic, as many of you would already be aware, leaches a lot of harmful chemicals like BPA into our food, especially when the food you put in it is hot or when you put these in the microwave to heat your food. So instead we use this electric lunch box in which only the outer body is made of plastic while the inside containers are made of stainless steel. So you can even add hot food right off the stove into these and don't have to wait for the food to cool down. And its best part is that it comes with an electric cord which can be plugged in to heat the food. So just plug it in at your office desk itself 30 to 45 minutes before you're supposed to take your lunch break, and your food will be piping hot without you needing to stand in those queues to use the office microwave. It also has this LED indicator to show power on and off, and it is available in different sizes, 3 containers as well as 4 containers. You can click on the links in the description box below this video to check out the different sizes available. Next up, I'll tell you about the kind of juicer that I use. Now, the problem with the traditional electric juicers is that the fast spinning metal blades present in these generate a lot of heat while juicing, which destroys some of the enzymes and oxidizes the nutrients present in the fruits, thus making your juice less nutritious. And hence I use this hand pressed manual juicer which extracts the juice by pressing the fruits, and because it doesn't produce as much heat, so it keeps more of the nutrients present in the fruits intact. So you get cold pressed juice which tastes great without any wastage at all. Also, because the pressure applied while juicing is manual and not extreme, so the seeds present in the fruits don't get crushed and thus don't pass through this mesh into the juice. The only downside of this juicer is that it can be used to juice only fruits like oranges, kinu, mosambi, pomegranate and lime. Also, I don't like the fact that its internal parts are made of aluminium, although there is no heating involved here, but it would be better to have stainless steel parts. Also in my kitchen, I don't use the plastic chopping board. Instead, I use a wooden one, which is not only a healthier option because it is non-plastic, but it is also easier to maintain and clean because it does not get as many knife marks and stain as a plastic board does. Next, we move on to the strainers and sieves. Now, many of us buy these in plastic because the plastic ones come in different bright colors and look more attractive. But because on so many occasions we use these for hot items like to drain water out of steamed rice or to filter tea, therefore I have switched to steel options long time back, which includes this stainless steel colander basket, this big size steel strainer, and then these small ones. And now let's talk about these storage boxes and containers. Coming first to the masala or spice boxes, small plastic boxes like these used to store different spices are a common sight in many of our kitchens. But I have moved on to these glass boxes for storing spices, which in my opinion look better as well. The only thing you should keep in mind while buying glassware for your kitchen is that it should be of good quality and should not contain lead. If you have little kids at home and are afraid of glass boxes breaking up, then you can even go for stainless steel spice boxes, the link for which you can find in the description box below this video. And next up are the containers that we use to store our dals, beans and pulses. And again, many of us tend to use plastic containers like this or this. But with long-term use and repeated washing, they are prone to develop micro cracks which will lead them to leach chemicals into your food. So you can start replacing these with glass containers like this, and these also look so much better than these plastic containers. And you don't have to replace all your plastic containers at once because I understand we have a lot of these. So you can start doing these gradually, replacing 2 or 3 containers at a time. And similarly, I've replaced the plastic snack jars, which is again a very common item in our households, with these airtight glass jars. These particular ones have a clamp lid mechanism which looks quite fancy. And for storing veggies and other things in the refrigerator, instead of using such plastic containers, I prefer to use these old-fashioned steel containers or these Borosil glass containers which come with a lid. I got these as a set of 3 different size containers, and you can find the link for this in the description box below this video. And trust me, the food stays much fresher in these as compared to plastic boxes. And now let's have a word about our atta, flour and rice containers as well. Now I know many of us use such plastic containers because we find them more attractive looking, but I have moved on to these old-fashioned steel containers because these are obviously a much healthier option, and also these will last you a lifetime because of their sturdiness. Also, I have replaced such plastic oil dispensers with this steel one. However, its nozzle is made of plastic, so I am still looking for a better option. And finally, we come to our water bottles. Now raise your hand if you have a plastic bottle like this at your home. I'm sure many of you do. And many of you might even say that this is good quality plastic and it is BPA free. But trust me, even BPA free plastic has a lot of chemicals which can enter your water. In fact, some of us even go to the extent of reusing such mineral water bottles that we get from the market. We have done away with such plastic bottles and instead we use these glass bottles which have a protective silicone cover over them so that they don't break even if you drop them accidentally. As you can see, inside they are completely made of glass, and these are from the brand called Zulu. Unfortunately, these bottles are not available easily in India. I mean, you do get these online, but the price is very high. We got these from the US, but I've also provided the link for you to buy these online in the description box. And apart from these glass bottles, steel bottles like this and copper bottles are also a great option. So once again, you can check out the links for all these products in the description box below this video. I hope you found this video useful. Do subscribe to our channel for more such videos and connect with me on my Instagram, Facebook and Twitter accounts. Thank you so much for watching. See you guys next time. Bye.